Today, the 1st of July, 2020. Happy new month. And so we all can tell we safe. But this new month, not sound good for doctors them, nas alone. Now that's make the medical and the dental association we responsible for doctors them nas alone pull a press release. First, yesterday, then get a circular within themselves where the president addressed them about the ongoing situation. For say government no honor the allowance where be say they give them. After that one they go around today, then pull another press release where they want make we the public know say within 24 hours, if government not show up, then go back out, then go lay down in tools where that one they not sound good. Not to all the doctors them. This not the one them were responsible for COVID-19 patients them. This not one them were responsible for COVID-19. This is specific. The one them where they do regular one for malaria and all these other things, sojourn or whatever. Those ones still they carry on then daily routine them. But this one, now specifically for any doctor we attach to treatment, isolation, holding center, you name it, as long as they are linked with COVID-19 patients, they say, then they put down everything. Because the promise what the government of Sierra Leone make to them, they not keep them. They not keep them promise. The last time we were here, that'll be 8 weeks. No allowance. We are here again, 12 weeks, no allowance. So what's going on? You might ask. Well, we will come listen and hear from the other side then. Because the motorcar that we see right now before you are they of priority rather than the doctors them where they come in direct contact with them patients here. They even tell we say 2 doctors them don't lose their life. Anyway, make we get the numbers then for today. The 1st of July 2020. 322 tests was conducted. 322 tests was conducted. Out of that 322 test day, 36 came positive. 36 positive. And if we break down the positive cases by district, that's what they look like. Western area urban, 11. Western area rural, 7. Tonkolili, 2. And Putloko, 16. Putloko alone get 16 new cases. Now this will be the talk yesterday where they talk about bending the curve. Because we're not ready for bending it. Because the provinces from nowhere, now you go see one big number come out. Now in Putloko don't show we so today. 16. The other day, not so be Bo, we get 13. Moyamba, the other day, then we get 20. And that was on Monday. Moyamba 29 then go it. So this about bending curve, no bending curve not there. Not look like so we're ready for bend curve it. But make you carry on with the other numbers then. The total number of confirmed cases now Uganda alone, they'll reach 1,498. 1,498. The total number of people where they na isolation center, where they respond to treatment or supportive care, now 439. 439. We get 25 recoveries in the last 24 hours. 25 recoveries in the last 24 hours. We don't give a total of 999 recoveries. 999 people don't beat COVID-19 na salon. One more, we will go 1,000. We not lost nobody to COVID-19 for the past 24 hours, so the numbers still stand at 60. 60 people don't lost their life to COVID-19. 1,678 people still there in quarantine. 1,678. The one that would all left quarantine, that's 7,470. 7,470 people don't left quarantine. We don't discharge. After government tell we say, then go through all the procedures them for make sure say then correct before then come on a do. You know say we dey on the active case search. The active case search. Usa we dey on now western area urban and western area rural. If you remember yesterday, let me say na 380 test them, and then we do 173 results now become from that 380 day, and then be only 207. However, today at the press conference, they not be one mention anything about the 207. So I began to ask questions, say them be only yesterday. And we will like for make them explain to we about that 207. Remember waiting them me tell we, waiting be the promise, not to for do 400 under this active case search on a daily basis, and say 400 tests on a daily basis. However, we get for land say now only 19 tests now they add for the past 24 hours on top of that 380. Now only 19. So then do 380 one day, then the next day, not even in 50, not even 500, not even, we come to 380, to 19. But we will get for clarify that tomorrow, because I asked the question whether they try for breakdown saying that 19 they add to the 380, and the major way responsible for them figures, then they say we add the 19 to the 380 and be 401. But actually, if you add 19 to 380, now 399 and not 401. But you know they able to ask question because the platform who can do the virtual platform. Now one day they able to ask question, they able to ask to them. But we go try for clarify that tomorrow. Maybe a mistake. But we all gonna know how we go fix and quick one. So I be beg them say please make them they give you the active case search breakdown on a daily basis, because they how them do it yesterday. You say for be explain them, you be able to get them correctly. And so they expect to get me then give them back today. They did, but there is a twist to it. Make I explain. Waiting then give it today. Introduction of the active case search has been a marked increased in daily tests. So today, the total of 322 samples then were they analyzed, with 36 positive and 286 negative. Then figures here include the one that were then test during the regular surveillance activities that are the highest contact and the symptomatic COVID suspects them, and also individual them were then test under the surge active case surveillance. They say they still aim for increased testing to 400 daily. 400 daily. Moving forward, this is how I'll make you know. They say NACOVAC they publish the total daily samples analyzed, where then they combine the routine and the surge test. Now then, but now then tell you they go combine them, as well as resultant total positive and negative cases. They say the active case such specific data will be published weekly. Me I be begging and say me then they give and daily, but now they don't tell us now weekly and then they give you. Because then tell we say 400 and then they target for average per day. They did 380 one day, the next day they do 19. So maybe if they keep until for 1 week, it go look boku now to so. But make we continue. Weekly and then go they give you. They say this window is to ensure proper disaggregation and accurate reporting. NACOVAC craves the indulgence of the general public in this regard. Corona fit, now we all fit. So they want make me, say now for making no mistakes. So tell them be later go see that mistake I point out so just now. So now I make them want now let them the year and weekly. Make we know the mistake like that again. We come to we program proper for today. Salon. Like I said earlier, me not be feel say we go there they talk this. It be happen the last time when they say thank you. But after the song come out, the next day, Naim will be here about 8 weeks, no allowance. And talk say back what then they do, then they put then tools then down. Understanding become, then continue. Again, we don't come back. 12 weeks, no allowance. Is this right? You think say this one is right? For make it happen so? But let we just listen to how the president being right to the doctors them. Make I just read this quick. Then, because we want to make we get a detailed information before they call to panelists, then we yourself go get opportunity for come and be part of the program. The Sierra Leone Medical and Dental Association. Message from the president to all members of SLMD, we mean Sierra Leone Medical and Dental Association. He say na the 30th of June 2020. He say good day all. He say I dey take this step for update una on the ongoing health situation na Sierra Leone. As we doctor them, we concern. Today, the 30th of June, make the end of the initial 3-month agreement we will be signed with the government of Salone. We, mean Sierra Leone, with the healthcare workers on COVID-19 allowance. On waiting, COVID-19 allowance. He say by a press release from the Ministry of Finance on the 2nd of June, remember, with anonymously, the state say all the allowance to date, they don't pay them. And so they states. They say the SLMD, whenever I say this, just no saying that the Sierra Leone Medical and Dental Association, they release a counter statement where then debunk, then trash, then throw away the claim of the Ministry of Finance. And as a result of this, the payslip of Dr. Samba Jallo, where in the General Secretary of SLMDA, then publish them on social media with comments that say they don't already pay. And the views of the SLMDA Now been political one, way motivated for influence by himself when the president of SLMD. They say the investigation reveals the little or no effort the government not make for verify the list of staff waiting at the isolation or the treatment center. He said it's like for say the authorities then they devoid on working with the plan where they don't get within the plan where then they say for verify. They say the executive team headed by the vice president on the book to obtain the list from all medical superintendents nationwide, unaided by either the Ministry of Finance or any other form of logistics. This list then produce them and have been taken in possession to NACOVAC, IHP, IPAO, and also the Ministry of Finance for more than 2 weeks, and still payments them no make. To date, we as an association, we don't lost 2 members them to COVID-19. With the one person, now Dr. Samuel BCC, and the other person, now Dr. Peter M. George. May their soul rest in peace. One of the points of the MOU with the government of Salone, now for provision of compensation to the family of deceased doctors them. They say this has now been developed into a special COVID-19 life insurance policy under the National Insurance Company with the government of Sierra Leone. When then they pay the premium for initial waiting 1 year. They say this policy include a compensation of 15% of annual gross salary to any doctor who contact COVID-19 and survive, and death compensation of 24 months gross salary to the next of kin of any disease or critically in compensation now up to 50% annual gross salary for any variable cost incurred during illness. Okay, make we go to the page 2, the continuation. This will come in effect on 1st July 2020, when at today. The 2 already deceased doctors are not within the coverage period of this policy. Remember, the 2 doctors, they don't die already of COVID-19. This one, why I give you so, they not did it. However, the compensation to the family of Dr. Cisse and Dr. Peter George will be paid by the government of Sierra Leone. This policy will remain in place after COVID-19 as a life insurance policy for all the government doctors. Availability of drugs and supply in isolation and treatment center is a big edat. With all the money flowing inside this COVID-19 fate, it look like if I say it easy and it more important for the government for buy brand new SUV them than buying much needed medicine and equipment for isolation and treatment center them, making we a laughing stock na Africa and around the world. The non-COVID services are being neglected. Every day, then the report of shortage of especially with the free healthcare service. Even paracetamol for picking them not available. They say there as an executive go continue for impress on Ministry of Health and Sanitation on the need for basic supply. If announcements are made on electronic media every day, supply will be made available as a matter of must. He say me colleague them at the employer now for continue working today, the 30th of June 2020, tomorrow, July 1st, 2020, now another day. Please treat every case until proven otherwise as potential infected COVID-19 case. Remember, mask up, stay safe, and stay blessed. This is not the one way the president of the Sierra Leone Medical and Dental Association be right to the doctors them na salon. Well, the 1st of July finally reach, then they want make we hear this. The Sierra Leone Medical and Dental Association want for inform the general public, say the memorandum of understanding where the association be signed with the government of Salone April 2020 don't expire 30th of June 2020. And to date, no other engagement they not make with them. The public, they want to inform we say, the non-payment of allowance to the doctors them, where they work in a treatment and isolation centers them countrywide for the duration of waiting the memorandum of understanding. In view of this, the Sierra Leone Medical and Dental Association, they give notice, say all medical doctors na treatment and isolation center, then go keep their service within 24 hours of this notice with them pull am. Please note that non-COVID-19 services then go continue now all other hospital as doctors them they work there. And say this situation then go continue like that, where they go learn service till all promises where they promise them for their allowance, then pay them in full. Okay, Dr. Delwyn M. Findlay, now the president is signed, that Dr. Samba Jallo, now the general secretary himself signed. You know, the thing become on a do like that too. Say, oh, the doctors them, where they work with COVID-19 patients them, then they go on strike. All of these issues across the board them, not to NACOVAC issue no more. You hear from the spokesperson Solomon Jamiru. This is what they talk about so. Now himself they talk about. He say, it look like say now something like isolated now, one off, then one then day. Not to say now everybody. But you know you're waiting me reading here, waiting then see. You know tap you, a rich BBC back. This is what they talk about so. Now so make Nemo, or rich BBC all. This SUV. Them brands buy, but this one, I think say the headline with this SUV don't make. You go even Nigeria bloggers then use them way, then they talk. They all can ask question about buying SUV and left for pay allowance to doctors them. Waiting really they happen now. Now na 12 weeks. Now do you about? Now the priority they get wrong on a waiting. Make a call to Usman Toli. Yes, Usman, you get the platform, sir. Because me not full.
Okay, absolutely spot on. Triple A. This now a topic we don't discuss now this forum before. We can quite remember where we say the Minister of Finance and the Minister of Health and Sanitation, where they represent the government, and they signed a memorandum of understanding with the Sierra Leone Medical and Dental Association, where they represent healthcare workers. So what in this memorandum of understanding been there about? First, now forgive the incentive. And one of the incentive where they may identify how for ensure say the tax rate and they pay, then try for keep them back and give them back, so that then go incentivize them for attract them to the job. Now one of the incentives that would give them. And secondly, for make them pay 1 million leones a week. Although, I mean, the World Bank, when they talk about 500,000, I think the government voluntarily say they will make them to 1 million. And then thirdly, then they try for conclude on a life insurance policy, where it will take into account the circumstance, the family, and all that. So now the three main things in this, where the whole thing they about. And I mean, make this memorandum of understanding for 3 months. That it starts from April, May, and June. June don't. So that letter where the president for the Sierra Leone Medical and Dental Association write today to the members them, and for remind the members they say that 3 months expire. So we suppose for meet back with the government for law we try for review this memorandum of understanding will be not signed. And then for also remind the government, say then don't they for 3 months the doctors them, they not pay them. So that the basic issues ended. So I now can't speak to the issues then. I can't speak to the issues then. You can quite remember now, yeah, we'll discuss this topic. One of the things the way we talk, say, we commend this strategy in terms of incentive. Because don't forget, them people are, they risk their lives, risk their family, their lives, you know, and then at the front for fight against COVID-19. So if the government come up with a strategy, say, low incentivize the health care workers, yeah, for low, let it help for fight the fight, I think it was a good one. So we commend them on that. But what's more now about this is about the lies, about the deception and the deceivery. Right? Now, I try for best me analysis on one critical question. One critical question. The question is, all these labo where they go on, is it about post systems and control? In other words, does it mean that the government fail for put systems them for able to give them people a seamless pay experience, where they will pay them people have fast track and pay them forget about this thing? Or is it about misplacement of priorities? Now the question is what I ask. Because when you look at the old thing, the old scenario, it's based on this critical question. At one point, with the Minister of Finance, the talk say, he said they need for verify some workers then. So they panel verification process. We see Usai, then they go pay healthcare workers, they say, then they go gather them, count motocar, money inside motocar, for can't pay them. Doesn't mean the system, we don't get system in place for make this a seamless system for paying people here? Or is it about misplacement of priorities? Because we all know say money day. Today we hear about $50 million again we come out from the World Bank for help the educational sector. Apart from the $100 million where the World Bank couldn't give it. Apart from the IMF money where they been giving when $143 million. The money there. But what's in the problem now? Now I can ask this question. Is it about systems and control, or is it about misplacement of priorities? Yeah. Look at this, because we don't lost doctors them for this fight, medical practitioners them for this fight. Just as Dr. Samba. I mean, we don't lost doctors them for this fight. We all know about this. Then one other thing where is very misleading, where I really disappointed, to be honest with you. If you listen to the letter where the Sierra Leone Medical Medical and Dental Association, right? They say one of the doctors there, they use impayslip. I mean, where the Medical Association been attack the government, say they don't pay we at all, they don't pay we at all. What do they do? They say they use one of the doctor impayslip. I don't know who that do that. They say they put on a social media or show say they don't do the payment. And what they make our agree with that post because by the Minister of Finance on submission, it don't come publicly talk say it don't pay all the money. And again, the Minister of Information say they don't they pay the money. Then we don't see, Sierra Leone Medical and Dental Association, not the first thing is where they dispute that, where they debunk the claim. Not the first thing is. They don't do them over and over. So who is right? Who is right? Yeah? Okay, the other issue where I want to look at is this. The issue of, because I still didn't answer this question, the issue of misplacement of priorities is quite sensitive here, apart from both systems and control. The area where we look at critically is that about misplacement of priorities. As the letter states clearly from the president of the Sierra Leone Medical and Dental Association, they point them quite clear that they get issues of the non-availability of drugs and supplies. Now, they isolation and treatment centers. Yeah? And don't forget, them people are not in their front in the fight against COVID-19. Yeah? And then talk about the SUVs, as the name implies, sport utility vehicles. Not luxurious goods. Those are luxurious goods. Yeah? You want to tell me, say, those things are more important. Critically, are those things more important than getting the drugs, getting the supplies? Things as small as paracetamol for picking them. Now they are healthcare facilities then. They know they do. Then we got no mobile SUVs will cost nearly $2 million. So we ask the question, is it about misplacement of priorities? And again, we will also ask, is it about systems and control? Because we also see that same letter. States say the vice president, second gentleman of the state, he said by his own work, he go out for go assist, for go carry out some information, for try fast track the process. And they say they don't submit this to the government or Minister of Finance. But as up to 2 weeks now, nothing will come up. Is it about systems and controls? They don't even put the system in place for make sure, say, then people are then getting money. So they make a best question on this critical question. We never go wrong with this question. Because first until we say, oh, well, we go for verify them, people are we come, and then we go for try for pay them according to the accounting procedure. I don't make mistake tomorrow, where Auditor General I get for come, I get for give account of how I spend this money. So I must make sure, say, why they disburse this money, I do according to the due process. But how long has this been going on? For nearly 12 weeks, or almost 12 weeks. And even the memorandum of understanding we want to sign with them people, it will expire yesterday. Yesterday expired. So it means we are going to renew this memorandum of understanding in order for continue, for incentivize them people, for let them carry on with the fight against COVID-19. Yeah? So I will stop here. Now give chance to other callers then. Thank you very much, Triple A.
Before you go, I see somebody comment on Facebook.
Okay.
It is say the medical doctors them, in there with them, but For the matter of fact, we didn't talk about the SUV, and they try to be political. Is mentioning the SUV being political?
Okay, it's a sad and unfortunate statement. These people are just they try to point out. You see, where they explain things, you get for bring up evidence. And I think that is what the Sierra Leone Medical and Dental Association they try for. Point to the fact. They point to the fact. Say, we there, with a struggle, today we ask the government for let them pay we with money. And by the government, by the president in on submission, they say them people are now in the front of the fight. With a risk we own lives, with a risk we own family health. We picking and worth them. The health. When they left me for pay, when they go buy SUVs. I don't think that is political, but there is, because the fact is there. The fact is there. We all know, beyond all reasonable doubt, that this government don't use nearly $2 million, to go buy SUVs. And each of those SUVs is not less than 50, because these are new one them. It's not less than $50,000. Yeah? So times that by 30. There's a lot of money. So if you don't go buy them today, it means money there. Anybody can argue on that basis there. When you argue with somebody to make it prove I'm wrong, you have to point to the evidence. You have to point to the fact. I don't think there is anything to do with propaganda or politically motivated issue on this matter, because the facts are there. I think that no more the Sierra Leone Medical and Dental Association they try for talk now. I hope the question is answered.
Yeah. Thank you very much, Usman. Thank you.
Sir. Thank you. Yeah.
Make we come with Doctor. Make we can hear waiting in gets for we. Yes, Dr. Aisatu, you get the platform.
Hi, good evening, everyone, and good evening to you, AAA, and thank you for bringing this back for us to discuss, even though it's a sad one, and very disappointed in discussing this issue again on this platform, or even at the media or anywhere in Sierra Leone, or now that you don't even go international. We know we own platform now. Salo they focus on, but BBC, we out there now. This is shameful. It's really shameful, and it's disappointing. We're talking about COVID-19, and then now we're talking about not being able to take care of our healthcare workers, the ones that are risking their lives. The one that way they risk their life day in, day out, left their family members and left everything behind. They not even know if they go for come back now host. Now this, now the other one again today they don't come with, even though the Ministry of Finance being don't talk, they don't pay them so right. That was 8 weeks, right, and that was 4 weeks ago. So after 8 weeks, you not pay them, you say, oh, we don't pay everybody. Then now 4 weeks later, we found out say we are not paying nobody. Really? And just one thing about that press briefing today, we didn't ask about accumulating, them numbers, we don't say they want to do it on a weekly basis. I just want to let you understand and let everybody understand, see, then they try for neutralize the number. They don't want people that know how high the numbers are. So not all get that. Okay? If people that are really serious for do something and they do it every single day, without even making people ask for it, right? And then the number, the addition, maybe the person needs to go do algebra, because I don't know what happened with the math. It was wrong, right? Okay, that's just about COVID-19. And then now to the topic with the healthcare workers, and when you play that song by for the tanky, with the president, they say, una tanky, all the healthcare workers, we get for both COVID-19, for us succeed. Well, I don't feel say with both COVID-19 now. I feel so they forget they forget, say, now people them, they risk their own life for go take care of the sick one them. While other people in the at their office, under AC, naturally they touch them. Blood not for splash na them face, within the suction, the patient self, no sputum, not for splash na them face, they're not at risk for anything like that. Right? They need to deal with people that were in respiratory distress. So this is really sad and disappointing. I want to tell the president, I don't feel say you are welcome yet. Then we'll welcome you statement, you thank you once the healthcare workers then get them paid appropriately and accordingly, people then will begin to say you are welcome, sir. But at this moment, I don't feel anybody to feel that way. That includes even the ordinary Sierra Leonean way not to go risk in life. Because for the evident kind news here, it's really disappointing and heartbreaking to me. And I'm sure everybody, majority, they feel this way right now. If they pay them physicians there, so then healthcare workers there, accordingly, appropriately, even this hazard payroll they talk about right now, let's say they pay them adequately enough. I don't feel say them go even worry about the money where they get for ad pandemic money. They will still continue for do their work because they know say the government trustworthy of anything what they say, and then they take care of them accordingly. But because they don't take care of them, themselves they look towards this small money because why their family members and they out there. You don't even know. Look at the 2 doctors that we don't die. Right? So what do you expect for like that in the wives and the children do, or other people that wouldn't be responsible for? Maybe would have even finished medical school. Then there's student loans them. What they get for deal with. When sometimes student loan they pay for, I don't know when you get for finish for people and stuff. Right? This is something really, it's heartbreaking. And then I want to tell Lamarana thank you for read that statement. He highlight that statement for tell the whole NACOVAC team say, if we're not fit on how they do in our work, how come? Them people are not get the drugs, the utility, the supplies, the things and what they need for let them do their job diligently as well as effectively and for ensure say they not neglect the patient care. When you not get supply, you not get the tools then what you need for do your job. Trust me, you go risk the patient in life, you go compromise the patient in care, and eventually what can happen, the patient will die. And that's the truth, and that's the fact. Because you know why? Because of that timing. Timing is very vital in healthcare. You can save somebody in life within a minute, you can make person die within seconds. Now understand this and now get it very clearly. And we country really ready for Fed COVID-19. Strong one, just like how they talk them. Let them do the right thing because right now what they're doing, they're disgracing Sierra Leone. Then they disappoint we across the globe. And for the statement say whether that statement about the SUV, whether not political or not, I don't think it's any political. It's just evidence to show that you had money to buy cars, but you don't have money to give me a sandwich. I'll put it like that, right? You don't got money for feed your family. Then you go buy truck, you go buy an SUV or Mercedes Benz or something like that. That's how it looks like, And then the money always can, cancel on put on a pocket, cancel on a buy more to come and drive around the country for say COVID-19. We all know say COVID-19 day. You don't need to put that on the plate to start with. That costs money too, because it's a special plate. You had money to do that. And this is the same thing, people were outraged on Monday. You had money, 31.4 billion leones to pay former ex-presidents, during this COVID-19. And you still haven't paid the healthcare workers that going out there risking their lives. I want to ask, all the military people, because even within that NACOVAC team, they get many military ones in there. When they go war, You know, there's nothing a risk can take. When I even stand for becoming a military officer, there's nothing a risk can take. You know, but their benefit is very strong to the point that their family members, if they left them behind, they are well taken care of. So they should treat the healthcare workers as such. You already say you work. You already say you do anything in this life. Now you healthy. And what will keep you healthy? That the physicians, them, the nurses, you know, the clinical nurse specialists, the lab tech, everybody where they take care of patients. You know, I want to encourage the NACOVAC team, along with the president of that country, Sierra Leone. When I take a tour at the isolation unit, maybe just for 1 day and spend just 1 hour within there, you will see exactly what thing that they go through. You know? But no, if you ask them, they might not do that. They will rather stay and then just talk on Zoom. You know, you need to see what people are going through for you to really understand what it means. You know, if any of them get a loved one in a sick bed, they know the number of rounds that doctors and nurses are making at the bedside for ensuring the patient is safe and healthy. I don't feel say them go do this. Then they get their money with no complaint. We don't even hear about it. And you know what? They put the people then at risk. You know, the citizens in that country there, you put at risk. So for making, you know, the people that will go protect them and take care of them, and then you want to take away from them at this moment. You know, healthcare, people that do it, they're not doing it for money, to tell you the truth. They're doing it because they love doing it, because not everybody have the brains to do science. But they have made that sacrifice, sleepless nights, to study and finish school and still do internship, do a residency. Then before they become an attendant, then they do all that. School not easy, you know. And now we're talking about lives here. This is disappointing, AAA, but, you know, I hope say we are something positive come out of this, that they will help and try to rectify this problem where they go on right now. You know, maybe it's about time that they even return their SUVs them. Now that makes me think. You know, that's all I have to say.
Thank you very much, Doctor. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah. SUVs indeed. I go for go nowhere. I turn the cruise them around. Make we call us friend. Make we waiting and get for it today. Yes, us friend, you get a platform.
Hello, thank you very much. Hello, AAA, and hello to everybody in the house. Leon, we say I want to see no more waiting they gone inside this money issue. This boss in it to that they get for DG. Where I say, like most of people in the comments, say actually the doctors and literally will not say Sierra Leone, because one thing, you don't even bring the topic here, wherein they even send areas then where nurses and doctors there will know the areas that will have their weakness. We are aware of that, you see, but we are aware of things that will have few malpractice or few medical practitioners. In fact, most of the personnel then in all areas them way government areas or civil servants then the areas then wouldn't get that for take care, cut care, put care. We all aware of them. But here now a health emergency issue wouldn't be done declare at some point. And when they declare a health emergency issue, you will realize when just like a patient, when you say an emergency patient, an emergency case this, and when you say emergency case, if an ambulance say you go pick the patient from outside, they go take and when the incident don't happen. When they bring them, or even at the ward, something at the ward you get another incident, then they phone the department we responsible straight away, then they involve all the department people that we involve, we then want for no see them will sustain that patient day in life. would get for involved, the anesthetists, the scrub nurses, the theater, then go look if they get the instruments ready. Even when we said the department they work, then go rush you now fast track the instruments they are ready for the patient use. Then they go on fast tracking so that the patient, then all man put in hand together so that the patient in life go quicker. If now 90 happens, they always get what they call standby, the person who they on call. And the person who they on call, he always they standby for them kind of day. So everything he day in readiness so that all now for good deliver the service towards saving the life of that patient day. Why I just bring this illustration in terms of the emergency would not happen as alone of health emergency we then declare that everybody get for involved for do something faster. But if we look at the areas that will be the question in the very Mr. Solomon Jamiru, I remember one time back they don't ask him about this SUV directly back during the briefing. Now he confessed say actually in the electum after they be done already procure them bosses there. And even somebody said one time, oh, the NPAA or something. One of the ministers, one of the person who they work with, he said one thing and ask her. He said instead of not being aware for say and consult them about the procurement of them vehicle there. Okay, that's now one thing. So instead, Mr. Jamiro go further for explaining. Well, in now we don't elect them, we don't pull the first person who be there, the spokesperson. You know, aware of that one day. Then other things that we don't go in aware. I say yes, money not the flow. So but now he don't get a good relationship with the one the deputy one of the finance when has something Bangura. He said he don't promise and that and they will even go now upline. I think almost one of the last days the way they do now, none of the Sunday. He said he don't promise they say, well, he go drive for make sure say let them pay them no more than the provinces. I think say some of that money they don't go. The way I say back, there are hiccups on the way when they try for disburse this money wherein they try for say well, then they avoid like ghost workers who they work na the health center, the different quarantine centers, treatment centers, who then come and so they don't get proper bank accounts. Then so they don't register on a volunteers then. They don't address this issue as say now one of the issue would cause the money not flow. Okay, we accept that one day. So but we don't know now why the money not disbursed. Even though we were able say we speculate say likely because the presidential task force where now then they do all the big thing them before they can deliver to the COVID task force. Now they not they release the money the way for release, and then they not they release the money. We don't know if they try for avoid for accountability for tomorrow. They not say you don't give the money. This person don't eat them. This person don't eat them. But when you look at from another angle, because in any area you get a different perspective of everything. Just like the argument of people like they say, oh, Christianity, don't they bring that one? That not say somebody have to believe. When they say Christianity, then they worship three gods. They get God the Father, God the Son, God the Holy Spirit. But one time, Mrs. I get for Sidon, I read fine, now I get for think. Because somebody be the teach you ethics one time. That was years back. He said, take an example when you look at, I think Namakini will be there. He said, look, when I look Wosom Hill. He said, oh, Wosom Hill, Tinapso. They call him Wosom Hill. Or any hill where you know na salon. They call him this hill here. He said, but when you climb up the hill, what you see, the view of the hill is different. Then if you go at the back of the hill, you see the hill a different view. Then if you come down, you far, you look the hill, now a different shape you see. But at the end of the day, you just get for column, name what they don't get, if now Wosom Hill or Mount Orel or Mount anything. He said, well, everybody they serve in different way. Say he come back, he say, well, look, you as the daddy, when you in a house, you look after your picking there, then they call you as a father in the house. He said, but when you left, if you're not a doctor, if you're not a teacher, when you go, the picking there where you teach, then they call you as a teacher. He said, if you come on back, and then you work, they call you say this na my husband. So you they get different name because you they serve in different capacity. So this then call you a different way, but you name what you get. If you know James or if you know Alfred, then they call you as Alfred. So now that thing and they have therefore bring you say now a perspective would they look at for say would they look at it from different angles so that we will able to see who side the problem there. Some of them will just propose for say something because of them wired and reason. But when you look at some of the medical staff they would some of them areas, I said like Connaught, some of them, most of them are qualified people who they work. Now the areas they own are the community where they build, are they some of the volunteers and they boku. So if you're not able to pay them in a flow, they actually give that. They don't give a small thing, but not in a complete the parameter where they don't give them the full amount of money we they need. So that area they would try for look at. When they look and say, oh, the doctors then well, the bad people there, well, let's say they corrupt, or when the journalists themselves, then just they make an up normal. But some of these statements them are not saying are reliable sources that they look for. And some of them are credible journalists. There was some of them who don't suicide and don't suffer, who don't suicide. Some of them they nearly kill them, even that civil war. And some of them they do their work. And some of them they credit them in areas they wouldn't they work. So if they ever make a mistake, but the mistake it not will be totally out of the way. It will must be like waiting they say. Because in any amount of rumor, there is some amount of sense the way you will pull say this okay, this something and just add up for sweet. Because at the end of the day, there is something going wrong that they have not paid them. In other words, they are not paying them in a constant way, where in the flow, wherein we come back to say this is an emergency, we get for do them continuously, we pay them monthly. After a period of time, we don't look, say, this they are not work. Because we don't see all man don't accept, say, well, we know, or this don't say, well, me, I not be aware of this, they go. Now then people learn and then for do their job. But the problem is that when they pick this tier, they don't do very well in areas them, I can always say. There are areas they don't do very well, but that area of disbursing the money in areas them wouldn't need for let them go well. They implement ideas them which are very good, but the implementation of the ideas, they have to be followed with resources them where fit for that area day where you need them. You know what will give person say go inject person, then you know get the medicine where you get for apply inside that syringe day. Or you know go say go cook, what you know say a cook he must get for the water for cook. You don't get the water or enough water. Either the rest not cook fine or the plazas plazas not go even do because until the rest go on dry, the plazas they go dry. All of those scenarios, yes. But what they try to say is that there is a problem somewhere. Whether then the NACOVAC, they not get a strong voice for say, well, this time would they face, would they follow out every day, then people are going to pay them, they must get for pay them. Or now the presidential task force, now the government authority will say, now because now they the one they give the finance day from the presidential task force. You see? So when the presidential task force give, now what they give, now then they go do. But it depends now on who that now the fault, whether are they not saying it properly to them, or then they listen, or they not they just do them. So that's why they, I believe, say that coordination, they get for try, let them go get for get, wherein people then go view them say, then they look effective. And if money they come inside of the country, they're not able to do them the way they get for do them. People then get for just comment. And that one day I feel say, now actually they go inside of that system day, and which is not right. Yeah. So now I don't want me just want for put in a broad spectrum regarding this issue. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Thank you very much, Usfriend.
Yeah.
Thank you, sir. Yes, caller, we get you live on air. You say you get something for we. Just go ahead. You get the platform now.
Well, it's just really disheartening. We now of our governments not able to pay people them. This not just the treatment center. If you they follow or anybody they follow wetin dey happen at the country, right across the country, all the surveillance team them from where they last pay just contact tracer and case investigation team. The other pillar they all guarantee, psychosocial, point of entry, all them people they not pay them. So the thing not just fortunate way the SLMD they don't already pull a word now though, because I know say the others themselves they on them planning then they. I remember the last time you be get me again and I talk to you, say government no want to take this thing serious. Because just look example within the SLMBA posts now the letter. They prioritize for go buy vehicles them, SUVs, than for pay people them weekly allowances. You don't commit yourself, say, they sign allowance on a weekly basis for 1 million. The 12 weeks done. People never get nothing. Like some of the doctor we die, some of we not true and we pass. We don't go where they work or not, they teach with it. So we feel they see them kind of thing that they happen. We self not they happy, say we go work.
I remember the last time we get you, now that time we them be refuse the money. We then be say then go get 200,000, I think, instead of 1 million. Now that last 10 day we get you. So what thing don't happen from that 10 day to now?
Okay, from that time we then deny the 200. The next day, then go, because in surveillance they get different pillar then. They get case investigation team. When then they go investigate the cases them. Then be able to pay them the 1 million leons when for 2 months 8 million. Then they pay contact chasers. Then I say free town no more. Both western area, urban and rural. Then they be able to pay them 1 million. The supervisor, then the contact tracers them way, then they know the community, they be able to give them 800,000. Since then, the one that we now quarantine zona supervisors them, the one that we now point of entry in zona supervisors them, the one that we now psychosocial them, the one that we now case management, just like waiting the SLMDA press release don't pull a dime they not give them.
But not to them people and they then be saying and not be make agreements for?
Like what's the say so like the quarantine where this a day inside paper, a day inside documents where Ministry of Finance sign and approve say quarantine zone supervisors will they give them 1 million, psychosocial will they give them 800, non-medical will they give them 700. Then people them as I mean you they talk so they not receive a dime from government of Sierra Leone.
So the money away they talk so now monthly on a one time?
Now a weekly basis.
Oh, on a weekly basis.
Yeah.
So after that time they will be paid so to date they not make no other payments.
No other payments they not make come to nobody.
Because this one way the SLMDA then pull, I think then focus more on the doctors. They not focus on this category where you they talk so now. So you just
well,
want to make
all the category while they tell you get like the case investigation team, you get medical doctors and they.
Oh, okay.
You understand?
Mm-hmm.
Then you get other cadre of medical people. Then you get the CHOs, you get the nurses. Same goes to the quarantine. Same goes to the case management. Now a mix up of medical. Now a team where each and everybody attached to the units where them attach them.
Okay, now I don't get the understanding. So what thing will be your final word for today before you left for we? What thing una they anticipate? What thing una want for see?
Me final word and what thing I want for see. This now the time this government don't pull press release say therefore do a surge for do mass testing, which some of who we happy about them. But it just sound like we war go there, you did at the war front, then you pull out. We don't see how Corona don't resurface now. The developed world will be the fise. Corona done, or they done day. We don't see how it really resurface. Now we don't open schools and picking they don't begin go schools. Now, if you watch the press release from NACOVAC, then do mass testing by the security sector, they don't begin get positive cases. We just look at them. Now, they go wait to the medical people there anytime from now. You confuse, your mind not stable, they're not able to pay you don't risk your life, you don't see your senior colleagues and non die of the thing that you never get nothing, then they can't test you get positive. No wonder 2 days back I go lonely, a whole LUC in this country. Now in policeman that they team up na bar. They guide people that they go inside. Why go out talk about social distancing and tell people them say make them pull me na do. Say me want for inside people because if the government self not they take them serious, people not they take them serious. Now when they say weekend social gathering at the beaches, you see all over. So if our government no say not get for take the thing serious, now make they play the one that way they fit them, then and see people that don't begin put down tools today. We know they wish for mess along go to that stage, but it just can't too funny. If they go buy SUVs and billions of loans, then for pay 1 million a week to somebody, it on something where I don't know which parts of the world we go use for explaining that kind of thing. It really, really disheartening. Papa government, we know say we must get people the way they listen you. Then the program at this time of the night, may they do all things in empower. We no want for see what they happen at the other countries them now. More especially what they try for do mass testing for everybody. Now salon. It's not a 10-week surgery. They don't put press release, but the process doesn't start. May not be derailed because of just for pay people then because now 12 million now because 3 months done. So it's at the hope going forward again also the contracts don't expire as at June 30 yesterday.
All right, thank you very much. Thank you.
Yeah. Welcome.
Now frontline worker we in a saloon, but because of in job security we not give a name, but he is a frontline worker in Sierra Leone. Yes, call ID live on air. Your name and who you call from?
Yeah, hello. My name is I mean, this thing, if you look at an advantage. Now, advantage in the sense that Sierra Leone, this will be preached about, this will be talked about. Every day say this government, and some people can say this government, they're not serious. They're not serious. Especially the finance minister. I believe say that guy is the investigator properly corrupt. Now, I get one question for ask you. The guy where they had the NACOVAC, now let's not retired soldier, military. Now, is there any medical experience before?
Not to my knowledge, I don't think.
Okay, that is now one problem that happens today. Sierra Leone, now that is one of the biggest problems. When pandemic or sickness come now that comes today, the people that were there they put up front for you, they know they get one medical. Look all over the world, all the one that where they had the COVID-19 task force there. Then a medical personnel, doctor this, doctor that, from Ghana, not a lot of them about vaccine. Different parts of the world. Anybody where they lift, where they need that COVID test day. Now, possibly get medical experience. But salon, they know they do it. Instead, they will bring somebody else and put that in, Yeah, over there. So I don't get that much for talk. That will be me.
Thank you very much, Patrick. All right, thank you, sir. Yes, caller, ID live on air. Your name and who you call from?
Are they call from London?
Yes, you get the platform. What's your contribution?
Yeah, my contribution is a very sad Very sad waiting person the I don't sleep, but I just make her listen to this program. It's my first time listening to this program. It's so heart-rendering because we they look with people in a salon, we they feel sorry for them. Then you get people and the money where they send for this COVID-19, you get people the way they enjoy them and the one the way they work, where they do the dirty job, and they get paid. It's so sad. Something needs to be done, or else the country will go down to the drain. And the government will say, when they take power, then go make sure everybody gets bread on table. But it's getting too tough. They get too tough for people. Where they abroad, where they feel the weight from we family them. And we just want me to get conscience for saying our people they make then they outside and they so today. And make them realize that these people needs to be looked after. If we not look after the nurses them, the doctors them, how will I go look after the patients them? If then they struggle like with tax money them, then they send and go for make them able. Let we self help we self. Then God self go bless them. Then they not bless them, pockets them. But make them bless. Let them look after the country, the nation, the people. Not people make the nation. If people then they cry for you all night, all day, when they see picking and they cry, it is not good. How then they sleep? How then they sleep? How then they eat? Then others then they suffer. Majority they suffer. Please. If they are listening to this program, please let them wake up tomorrow morning and just try and make sure people are happy. Please. It's sad. Please.
Thank you very much, ma. Thank you. Yes, ma.
Okay.
Thanks.
Good night.
Good night. Yes, ma.
Yeah.
Yes, caller, are live on your name and where you call from?
Yes, my name is Africa from Tennessee, and thank you for giving me the platform. First of all, today I just pray for our country. Let God protect we, because we are part of them over there. May God protect we and God bring peace and love in that country. And let God cover us, because if you think about the statements where Bill Gates, the way LNB interviewed about this sickness, he asked about Africa. That was the 23rd of March. Nani Osna say, well, the Africans, he say, would they look until maybe it will start day, maybe people then go die there, then June or July or August. Now they want they are the pan council little by little. And with people then they make this sickness like a football, who then they kick yonder, again comping, who then they kick yonder, again comping. It's one problem we get in Sierra Leone, where all the time people then they say, oh, people they're excited, then don't educate. But you educate them at the table for speak big English grammar. We're not able to process your education, make put on the system. Let the system work right. You always they blame the literate people in the country. What did they try for saying? The one they were there before we, they really want to become fisherman at that country day. Because fishermen no go one day buy gifts, no go left and I see, but always they pray for lane boat full up every morning. Now that day I don't see. If then one day they take care of people, then they cry for the money. The sick man no they die.
Because, if I'm tired, I not get transport, and I not go to the feed for me people, maybe I just stay home. We just be pray for them. May them get to believe in God. May them take care of their citizens. There's not to the time for protest, not to the time for stop working. Let them just keep working. The only concern I have is this particular thing where Ebola been they go, me or she don't have to spend up to $2,000. People who are not happy for send for them to them people who are they see how the thing, how the dilemma they go through now the country, and they see and video. But from where this pandemic then na Sierra Leone, I don't want to see a sign of a quarantine center, how somebody die, how they go take you now, so everything just make like where they go put stone at sea. It's village. People they need to wake up. People need to wake up. People then go say, oh, this government, this stuff. We just therefore talk about the government. Whether you SPC, SLPP. If you see things, then they go wrong. It just get a point of finger. Which are they point the finger? It's the government. But people then they will go don't water them brain. When they want and they suffer. When they don't want hear it, they don't want to say, oh, this is the government. I see some message they don't say this SUV come to stay. Are you killing me? Are you killing me? If we don't avoid this self-interest in that country, I always they talk on this platform. I always they say the style of ruling in Sierra Leone is different with the surrounding country. It's different. Our law look like an armor. They always they knock you now. They tall. They always they knock you. They always they knock you. Now command and they command. Now rule that they rule. Now control that they control. But they know they lead. A leader has to get a life scale where they teach the follower always. We need, even the government need life building skill people where they teach the people. Where they teach the people. The life skill comes with management. It comes with agriculture. It comes with business. It comes with community service. It comes with communication. COMMUNITION. Communication. The lack of this quality. If you down there, you up there, you don't even give a damn about you. Can't be say you sense might be work than the person would up there. But selfishness is going up that the people know. I don't know, but it's really something wrong somewhere. And I did tell Papa where they lead we right now. Now Papa, now president. If you don't have that desk day, you go fix what that man they bring before you. You don't go do the work. You not trace them. You know wear boots for making mass because supposed to go see how they build that bridge. Now you then get for blame. That is my contribution today. Thank you very much. God bless you.
All right, thank you very much. Safi, thank you.
You're welcome.
Yes, thank you, man. Yes, caller, I live on air. Your name and where you call from?
Yeah, this is not Mike. I call from Philadelphia.
Yes, Mike, you get the platform.
I just want to clarify something quick before I get to the topic of the day. You know, why they talk now, people they try to mix me with party. People that will not sabi me, my name Michael Cabo, okay? My uncle, Naina Dr. Owis Koroma, within a Connaught Hospital, in charge of the mortuary. Now SLPP man, okay? I get me other uncle, when I be the former principal now, Mentimagai University, okay? Now APC man. So I get people on both sides. I don't come America a long time ago. You know, I go school here, I work now, I fix machine for big company, the Fortune 500 company there. Okay. So people who don't know me, don't mix me up on politics. Me there in America, I don't want to vote. I don't want to vote in a salon. So yeah, when President Bio call for free education in a salon, now I grab. I buy 400 backpack, the school bag, the books and everything. Go Wellington, go Sharon, so about 700 picking there. All right. Even where COVID-19 day, so I meet me on Kuna Connaught Day. He say he need medical gloves. I buy 7 big cartons of gloves. I go distribute, then go gear. Okay. So when I not mix me party business, me na salon first. Okay. All right, let's come to the issue of the day. The issue of the day is this administration, they lack management, they get management problem. Okay. We talk down there, they say you na party picking. But they get management problem. No, no, they see that one. They get a real management problem. They're not able to manage any situation. Okay, every situation will arise. You they see that they get management issue in every situation. Okay, me not get problem with them buying the motorcar. They can buy what they want. But when it comes to critical problem then at the country, they're not able to manage them problem they need. You know? Now then they see that one. The old people they try for salon about salon when they say, oh, you know APC, you know SLPP. See the real fact waiting they go on at the country. You know? Now when they talk about rape on a rape, now only 2% of people who rape in that country they go to Padema. 2%. You know? When people they talk about real issue, now listen to the real issue. You know? We don't go buy an SUV there. The SUV then, not a problem. But they don't need the SUV then, you know. Better issue than in the country. The country need they need water, you know, proper medical issues, you know. Even the corner to the corner, they don't renovate that whole place there, you know. They get money. Even then yesterday they get $50 million grant. When a free money, you know. For paying people, you have small money, then they pull it, then they play around. If they don't want to fix the COVID problem, let them just open everything instead of playing with the doctors and the medical people. The people who they put their life in front and then they play with them, you know. They're not serious about the COVID, but when somebody talk, they say in a party picking, you know. We will not listen to the real issue. Put salon first. If we are not put salon first, this place not to go before. We they begin to pull each other apart for party. The party they don't destroy the country, they pull each other apart for party. When they feel sorry for politicians there. When the politicians they don't destroy the country, when people in the suffer, when they feel sorry for them. When they argue with other people and for the politician where they get millions of dollars. Man, when we say already for let's salon fix, man. That's what salon go there for the next 100 years, man. Because the way would they think about fixing the country, it would be sorry for the people who were supposed to fix the country instead of put pressure on them people in there. And I'm your contribution on that. I hope say salon people they listen in land, man.
Thank you very much, Mike. Thank you, sir.
No.
Yes, caller ID live on air. Your name and where you call from?
Yeah, thank you very much, AAA. Mina Umar from Los Angeles. You know, I just pick back from Musa and Mike left. If Mike not the problem with the motorcar, then me I the problem with them. Will not be lead the motorcar. Because the reason we get the motorcar for they put the motorcar into so we need them. We need ambulance. We need paramedic. I know even if they're not in a paramedic. We not get them. So them minister and they that one of them minister and they now the guy that they will go kidnap and on this now Losar we talk for shoot and kill people. So we'll be suspend if this and come back they get them motorcar. But we nurses and doctor them. They will pay them. Money will not even half of even reach the amount of one of them motorcar and they tired. Because them motorcar and then call them throw Toyota, Prada, whatever. A very expensive motorcar. They're not cheap. Then they may be close to $60,000 or $70,000. All the money where they owe them nurses here in a salon. This allowance what they talk about, you know, reach 60,000. But yet then they take 60,000 for buy one motorcar and give each of the minister then they say they tell you not thank you. Which they be already get motorcar before. So this just to tell you, in life, anything in life, you got to know how to prioritize, especially boarding at the medical field. Even when you go take your board exam. Now, one of the questions and then when you patient, they call for pain medication or patient want to go to the bathroom, you got to know how to prioritize. Do you not know that? You don't know. I don't know if you want the vocabulary because if you did that in head, then for no because no they say a minister. We got to forget that. That means if teacher they do bad, we for let the headmaster go free. The headmaster not the head. You know go sit down no more the teacher they can't tell and say, hey, then pick here, then get sense so, then pick here, then get sense so. Then when they begin and go take exam, then they fail. So that means in the headmaster something not right to them. So not give you your pass. Say na minister. You don't know what they do? Now he hire them. Not to elected member they never. Now selected member them. Now he selected. Now he hire them. Even though they get money from the government cover, but now he hire them. It's for the watch what they do. And they tell everybody this. The worst mortal man that government did, JJ Safar. JJ Safar, he handed for all this. JJ Safar, na the one back we first announced about them motorcar and them motorcycle. That means it go busy and suggest that. He handed for all this. Now in the finance minister, because the thing can happen now, the minister of health will not be ready from the guy. Like say they just take a number and then put in a corner. If for the part of this COVID-19 thing, will they hear it from her? Will they see again? We'll have to see the guy before the COVID enter the salon. Before he enter, now we see him commercial and all that. Now we really see him. Will they hear it from him? The only person who hear it from now that deputy minister of foreign affairs, when a lawyer, they go put him on medicine business. You know, if you know how when they answer 2-3 questions, they make a math. We need to see the health minister. JJ Safar, a wicked mortal man. I know people don't know him personally. Now, in the orchestrate all this. He handed for all them here. Now, in the for all them here. All who side the money, they go in no day. In no day. And now that's not my brother, but let God help you. I always say, let God continue for help with nation. As long as you keep JJ Safar as finance minister, then cases you go for the camp all the time. Now, evil mortal man, that guy did. Now, that's not my brother. Thank you very much.
All right, thank you very much, Omar. Thank you, sir. Yes, caller, you live on air. Your name and the call from?
Mr. Roberts, I call from Maryland.
You get a platform.
Yeah, the constitution this night. I don't understand this administration. I mean, they get teachers they need to pay, the health workers they need to pay, and 2 months they go on in the country with this virus. That's why I don't know afraid God. I don't know how they think. I don't afraid God. Go buy SUV about hundreds of thousands of dollars for COVID-19 tax force. Then they do nothing. Then one they put their life on the line every day, risk their life, go home to their family, they get responsibility, they get them to rent for pay, or other family affairs for do. Then they pay them. Then why I go buy motoka say for ministers. I don't understand. I don't really understand how them people in the think. I really don't understand what's kind of hard to them people like it. All now for lie. In 2 years, look how they don't disgrace. In 2 years, look how they don't show them true color. Just 2 years. Just 2 years, look how they don't show themselves. I pray that the next election when they come, the one they all vote them in, may they see really there why are not two people that we need Nasalu. This administration, not two administration, this we need Nasalu. There why then they take the country go before no side. In fact, then they sabotage the country to the international world with all the money where they send. Now, anything you want for do now, and they go by where people and they suffer. This is a shame. This is a disgrace. This administration, they won't disgrace us. I know honestly, no administration ever disgrace alone. But there why in 2 years, this is not the worst thing any administration can do. I don't care how much they go see, but this one they bring at the table is very sad. It's very sad. It's a disgrace to the international. It's very bad. And these are the contribution I get. I'm so angry.
All right, thank you very much, caller. Thank you, ma'am.
Yeah.
Yes, caller, you're live on air. Your name and where you call from?
Yeah, Sylvester, they call from Columbus, Ohio.
Yes, Sylvester, you get the platform.
I want to say thank you for giving this opportunity for now we talk to most people in the app. Sierra Leone, a part of SLPPCF, I can always talk, we Sierra Leoneans not ever ready for rural country today. Because we don't know what priorities, they don't know what the people they want. All we can think about now, we self. This two SLPP, they do so, APC don't do them. You understand? APC, they don't do all what SLPP, they do so. So, but the time they we're not getting medium here for all the talk. We're not getting medium, you understand? So they expect the president. Yeah, we expect the president upon the promises them let it try because we really hire. You know, somebody talk say the president I hire the people there. I select them personally. I people that apparently approve them. You understand? This is not what we get problem with. The people who they quarantine and be toxic self, then get this COVID, yeah. They suffer, they cry, they make different kind of videos them. How they suffer, how they give them food, they allow them to go and do. Then when you get them from there, for COVID they live. Put up for COVID. How you go buy a gift for minister not for going on COVID here. The people who are the gone, they nurse them, the health workers them, with them. All them strike. Also because they mix them. So they appeal to the government. Many they think the decision they make, especially the decision they make for fight this COVID. This thing are too for joke with COVID. It's very, very serious. I know what you talk about. For parties don't go to America and after this school. We don't see how they treat people them. Leoneans them. Now God pull them. They get people already die of family. Where salon people and the community one day. So I don't think COVID. I don't see how they treat people them. This is not taken serious. Many government take them serious. When they put measures and treat. Because if you really eat well in Sierra Leone, you are trouble. This is like a silent killer. Because medication only for them. When we party of hospital, the all medicine they get and tell not they give them, they tell us we're going to house, if we're breathing problem, we're call 911. So I God help them or through their local thing they use like a ginger garlic, and God help them, they will come out of that. So they pray to God, let God say through this process here, and make the person know what they do. It's not to go begin buy book more try to go give ministers. They for do it. And if I government COVID, what if these people go die? I have misplaced priorities. So the thing we will talk again, the president try to think straight and not say a big promise to the people of Sierra Leone, let it try to deliver. Because they offer say the second time, you understand? All they say that I work there this first time, I'm going to lead you to second time. Or perhaps you think I don't know, any I've been at 10 years, because they talk about the talk, and we see FPC 10 years, SFP 10 years. Whatever we do, whatever we do at 10 years, and they focus down there. So just to make an appeal. I appeal to Sierra Leone and say, listen to the guidance of government give them. When I stay off crowd area, I use masks, when I go at it, when I protect yourself. Because COVID not to tell you the joke with. So let's stop here for now, my brother.
All right, thank you very much, Sylvester. Thank you, sir. Yes, caller, are live on here in the menu side, the call from?
Yeah, thank you very much. Mina Alusain on them, the call from London.
You get the platform, Alusain.
Yeah, thank you, sir. The first thing I want to talk about is that the cases of the coronavirus, where they come up in a salon, and they go up in Kandong, for be a surprise to we, because some of us, we neglect the situation, and because we neglect the situation, then we therefore they expect some of them things they happen. Because if we Leicester City, now Saturday with the thing say everything, majority of the places they go open on Saturday. School begin and they don't begin go school, part of them don't begin go. But if all of a sudden they lock them back, it means they're not they follow the government guidelines or the medical people and guidelines. So if it happen in a country like Sierra Leone, we're not for surprise. Because people in there, they were very, very stubborn way they listen. So we pray that let the sickness, as I say, if you will never get medicine for them, we just get for live by them. But when we live by this sick, we get for make sure so we take the precautions then. And let we forget about politics. Because if you think politics, because the way they talk, you don't like them. So you need to listen to them. Then it will continue to affect you the wrong way. And it's not going to be good for you, And let I jump to the point now. This allowance, when a 12 weeks allowance, from your letter where you read, where I listen, slightly I get distraction, where I'm able for hear everything, but I get for understanding, say, the doctor, the dental doctors, or whatsoever, we do the COVID people and say they not pay them, they not give them the allowance for 12 weeks. Allowance and pay, AAA, are they two different things? I'm asking.
Yes, the allowance and pay are two different things.
Very good. I don't say allowance and pay are two different, but I just ask you the question because I want to get the answer from you back. So, if your allowance and pay are two different things, you see, this is why I tell you about grid on the text message. You see, we all understand the pain where doctors or medical people and they go to Sierra Leone. But, this coronavirus, we all realize it. Now, we all be on the talk, see, we get for accept certain conditions them because of the sick, and we get for suppress certain things them just for let we will help for this sickness make it go. Even a medical doctor, maybe that because Salone they clap for them every Thursday night, maybe now it make them medical doctor they get vexed about allowance we do not give them. But maybe if the Sierra Leonean populace be the clap for them every Thursday night, like we be used for the Duna UK na for the medical doctors or the medical people, maybe they go sum up courage, because
what if you say maybe now because the money wouldn't they pay them no better?
Well,
rather than the clapping.
Okay, well, good, Triple A. I believe these are medical people, and from women in Sierra Leone, I'm not saying no so, but when you say doctor, that word doctor, not to people when they cry, say they get enough money. Let them tell me no more say the facility is poor for them, then I go 100% support them for that. But in terms of money, even the one way government or within the pay themselves, enough, waiting and they make that patient they earn. Innocent patient they wait they die even in the city and they don't sue. They need to assist them.
Okay, I want to help you now quick.
You understand?
I want to help you quick. You know how much they pay a doctor in Sierra Leone? 3 million leones. Okay. We will say $300 a month. And they pay a doctor, not salon.
Okay. Well, if you have 3 million leones and they pay the doctor, then I go begin to ask question, which type of qualification will he get before he become a doctor? When they call a doctor? You understand? Because if you're not a doctor, come on, $300 in Sierra Leone.
That's what they were paying before the young doctors. I don't know if you be listening to talk out Dr. Balde. Now they come with the revolution for making them change the payment scheme way they did. But that's how low them be they pay them. 3 million leones.
Okay, well,
and even when them bump them, nothing much go on top there for say you go 100%. We go say you can go to 6 million leones. But if they pay them that much, they're not going to chase after the allowance. But you know why then they chase after the allowance? Because they are not being paid that much.
Well, I make I say I doubt which level where them be reach when they get at the medical, that doctor named in front of the name, because people, to be honest, that country, this coronavirus, it created a lot of problems.
Okay, make a happy back now. Before this coronavirus safe,
yes.
Say the doctors the way they talk so, now the one the way they work for government, not to the one that will get private practice.
Okay.
We're talking about the one them with the work for government of Salone.
Okay. The doctors the way they work for the government of Sierra Leone, we know say then get a very, very poor facilities for patients in that country. We not to even these 2 years we this current government in a power, but when we think of the past 20-something or 30 years, we know this problem don't be inside it. But when this coronavirus come, maybe if you not be coming, changes for be don't day for them. But because of this coronavirus, there are a lot of things that we entail. So this is why we got for patients. We can understand. With them problem there, we don't know this not the first time. I make even when you into where you begin before you say anything, you say, they expect, they think say you go bring this kind of discussion. Because we don't think say this problem don't solve. But at the same time, AAA, the problem they're not going to solve in one go. We can understand that 12 weeks, not give the allowance for. But we don't know the reason why these people are not able to give them the 12 weeks allowance.
Because they no one give them.
Well, now from who are them? From the doctors, the letter where you read, now you talk so, or
yes, because this is sometimes if I make we just talk the reality, make these people
exactly.
understand, say, we they feel for the doctor, then I make with the talk with who they talk. Not to out of politics. Money day or money no day. Money day. Everybody know that one day. What they say, then they try for verify. How long are you going to take to verify?
Okay.
How long you go take for verify? Now the doctors then make I just explain you small. The doctors then don't go to the extent they don't go bring the document where then they drag them foot for go fin. The doctor then says now they don't go fin, they don't can get them. So well una look them. After they don't receive them, they're not talking nothing to them.
Okay.
So how you want to let the person feel?
That well then, like as you say, AAA, the person will feel bad. But like as you say, they try for talk for we back the doctors them up because of what you don't hear from them. So we somehow look feel them for them problem within in the facing. So now I make they try for back them up. But again, what you mean to say now that the verification where government say them they own, and this 12 weeks will not give them people the allowance. I think we get for wait first, let we hear it, because we don't get the same problem, but later they say don't solve. Later
then,
they say don't solve.
Okay, when they say it's solved, make I help you under back. When they say it's solved, the minister say, oh, we don't pay. The doctors then come back, then challenge, then say, no, una no pay. What in the ministry say? He say it's an ongoing process. But why you go can't talk, say you don't pay, then when the person where you pay say, you not pay me, we not receive nothing, you say an ongoing process. If it's an ongoing process, why not put on this in an ongoing process rather than say it has been paid?
Okay, well, make I help you that side. You know what in give the cause for with the fishing some of them here. You remember we don't get people in that country. They have volunteers and teachers, even nurses. Then we don't have volunteer for very long time. We know they call the thing that we don't do. Where coronavirus come for people and personally, and we know they call the thing that what would they do for people and. What would they say now no more? People in day we don't the under, we don't the struggle, they don't work for nothing. But now we see these people, most of these people they get PIN code now. Most of them they get PIN code now. You see, me, I'm not against doctor in that country or medical people in that country. But you know, like what they say, the fact. Waiting maybe they try for say to what do me text why I talk or try for talk, but supporting that person we talk say in the is not the side of the doctor, but you know one lady they talk about SUV. You know, people come on. The money where they give what we all know say na in give for this coronavirus na the first money na 7.5 million what we all aware of. IMF money we then give not for coronavirus.
Now for coronavirus, then right, and the 143 million.
43 million.
Yes, now coronavirus money, sir.
No. Then give the money. Then give that money. IMF not in charge for that day. IMF then the money when they give because they want them back. But this time around, what they do, the way the arrangement where they make with Salon government is totally different. For that money day. But waiting me no say other money then the way we don't can win 10 something 10 some this that blah blah plus that 7.5 day we World Bank we don't get that they are aware of them. So if you then go buy motorcar, come on, these people in the work we understand the feeling of people. So man when you see this SUV, they don't get so angered because waiting make it take I say money they don't do the money.
Okay, make I just twist and I quick before I let you for go. I get for pay you. All the they tell you I not get money. But you see me, I go buy a brand new motorcar. Where you come for can collect me the next day. What you talk?
Yeah, of course. I will tell you, say, you don't go buy a motorcar.
I go buy a motorcar and not pay you money. Yes. Exactly.
Well, good, exactly. So this is why, now I make, when they come back to what I try for Toxi, sometimes as a professional, we rely on them, let we patients and wait for see. We'll put a case first to like the doctors, to the people that were in charge. Now we see like they're able to solve this problem. Maybe like me and you too, they talk this thing, but right deeply, we don't even know deep, waiting at the problem. Why make these lapses of 12 weeks take place? I mean, I don't know more now they see. We know people are angered because of the things the way they happen as alone. But sometimes we talk, then they come up. Let some of we because when you talk, somebody say something. When somebody say something, then you they reply for tell and say, maybe you blind, you see, let we not use, because even when they use the word to somebody, say it blind, they are not blind at the see. But what about the word we use for me? How you want let the blind man feel when you hear that word they say use them for me? It's like they mock them. So let we know the word the way we talk, at least so when the program they come, even if you say something, somebody contradict what you say, you therefore do them in a professional way so that you don't go hurt not the person who not to get the argument, or the discussion, but the person will actually get a problem. Because somebody they tell me earlier on, they say if I'm blind, because the person they measure say how Romba they open, all them places there they open, then mocks they not open. Therefore, let us just use that word for say what you talk not to now purely false. Market. Of course, market them go open because they sell essential food stuff. Then for the schools, them of course the schools them just kept open because of these exams them the way they go on, But like the other places there, some of we get them business then they lock, they operate. So when you
which of the business where you talk
for say which was voting?
I say before we left you for go, which of the business where they say lock?
No, he say like them bad and they open. You understand?
Yes, bar we get to restaurant. Bar we get to restaurant. Open.
Exactly.
Bar we get to restaurant. Open.
Even the same thing. Bar we get restaurant is open. You understand? Once then they sell food, the only thing is they go inside, you take away. But before, you understand? But in salon issue now, they're not strict on that particular side for say they can't buy and go and do. Because we don't all go there, so we get 9 o'clock coffee order. But please, we can understand people, them frustration when they go through. And me like me, so when they count a project, say then they go build 2,500 houses in a Kenema for farming, me and one man will oppose that. I say it's too much. Why they not distribute them all over? When they say then they go build house na Bond and then they go build another city na Bond, I make a comment now this program say let you not be like for say the president one go make day because after way he left just like how an Escoma self left, he go there, he go hide there. And make comment. So let people not think say you just they talk one side. No, me, I know they favor one side. But the vote for the changes. If you not do well when you then have power, we wait for when you time done, then people then take the decision. But let somebody, once them topic they come up, somebody, people in this forum, they never say any good thing. And people, apart from this issue we bring up, there are other developmental things, the way they go on. We're very, very positive for Sierra Leoneans them. Where some man, when you bring down the back, that different thing in the talk, in the Benham. So please, my advice is, when they listen to a program, but let somebody know they use word for another person for say, because you don't talk songs always they say, you blind. They say, no, please, me not a blind man, I see very well. Even though I not get picture on my profile, I got my reason why I'm not putting pictures there, but I see very well. But I know say, you go don't see me one or twice why they put pictures on my WhatsApp, So please, make people know the language where they use for each other.
Definitely, that's how they correct. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Thank you,
Yes, sir.
yeah.
Yes, sir. Yeah.
Yes, caller, ID live on air. Your name and who the call from?
Yeah, this is Omar from Minneapolis, Minnesota.
You get the platform, sir.
Yes. Just lately, I don't know if one program in there on Al Jazeera, I don't know if you can get a chance to watch the program there about Mandela and F.W. de Klerk.
No, I know watch them.
Okay, now 2 days ago, or maybe 2 or 3 days ago, I didn't play that within that documentary there. When I look all the program, the documentary stuff, I come for find out. I learned some things actually in Sierra Leone. We get a chronic generic cancer where we don't start from time immemorial, When you look at that documentary they out into South Africa, like when Mandela being so powerful, he get in rebellion, the group in the Vienna, they don't tire with apartheid and other stuff there. People them in there among them where they get the strength of fight the way people of common in South Africa. Now something in there where they lack in their organization. What did they lack? They're not to be ruled. That'll be the problem nowadays. So, Nelson Mandela, all the other people that go through the struggle, they go to that prison day, 27 and some odd years, they come back, after the clock don't find out, say, hey, this time resistance is way very, very tough. You don't be able to succeed in this. So instead, they give up. They don't know, say, the people that don't overcome them. They give up, but Nelson Mandela and the other forefront people there, see, don't pin and say, you know, we get this power here for rebel against the way people that will come now. But remember now, we're not rule people there before. You know, we're not to be manage anything that we country. So, then take FW, part of the government. You see, or even though you're not being opposition, but the reason why they do that one is now for let them able learn from the man we been under the rule that place. Let them able learn tricks and ropes them for say yes. If these people that left tomorrow, how we able rule with people, how we able manage things, how we able develop places there. Now that fabric and I lost per week that place they were in. When I look at that documentary there, I know that the colonial master they then come. You know, they don't teach me this stuff, they don't teach you. But to know you empower we say for law we able learn their stuff there before we take independence. Then I hope they gather from your own deduction from the documentary stuff, you know. Because if you don't look for more, don't get independence, today we still the struggle for water business. These are basic needs there. Water business, light business. We don't get good roads there. You see, I think we take a hasty decision for say, okay, what the thing is, not just get rid of these people and let them come up because we don't fed up about them. But we'll not take the time for learn as to, okay, if these people are left, you know, it just give a number like manager left one place or supervisor left one place. Before that person they left, they don't bring in service for this other person where they come. The interim they come, they don't, you know, do orientation, teach them, yeah, on time for like you learn the ropes there. So tomorrow, if that manager they don't left, don't go. Somebody they will replace our way we able to do a job. If you all learn things and they not be in place. That's the big problem in Sierra Leone. And then I cancer and they ask for let you go able to take you don't know much today, you say, hey, loss over. No, we not sabi rule with people then. We not sabi bring up some people say yes, Lord organize, Lord do this, for let it develop the country. That make we see we all suffer so that country today. You know, until we sit down back and say, okay, Lord, we learn. That learning well done, which you don't, you know, they say that, you know, where you play full, you don't play full for yourself. They say when the brain fails, the body and the suffer. Now that sufferness will depend so today. You know. And I don't think the time don't wait too much. If we really come to one, that oneness thing, and the main thing, the holistic one stuff. We sit down and say, okay, that time the whole not been get for law learn from the colonial master, they asked out for rules thing, how for handle stuff, how for manage stuff. How for do stuff on you, for let be independent. We lack that. We don't even take the time for learn that all that stuff there. I think if we sit down, we learn that everybody will get that sympathy, that empathy for each other. Because the sympathy there, but the empathy that you need for each individual Sierra Leonean. When you know say anything will affect one person, I mean don't affect so. Until we learn that land will not be land we for doing now before we able to develop that country. Me na a generic quote self I take up at that. You don't understand? I mean, I don't from where you see why they talk now, I don't talk politics because I know what in anything. I don't talk politics. Even I myself I don't talk politics. And the last thing I want to ever talk to people for politics. But if you come for development when you want to be independent and neutral, you see. Talk something will make sense for everyone because it's not what you now wholeness. Every small part of the whole will disappear. There's a problem. You see that? So now that's my own contribution tonight.
All right, thank you very much, Omar. Thank you, sir. Yes, caller, you're live on air. Your name and where you call from?
Content Union from Australia.
You get a platform, sir. Yes, sir.
Thank you very much because this is a very interesting topic. here the government creates unnecessary distraction in their own self, and they just shoot their own self foot. Why make I say this? We get a problem in Sierra Leone. Government in, government out, we always get problem with the payroll system, wherein either teachers, soldiers, police, healthcare workers are not paid on time. And in this modern time, I don't see why that for the continue. I believe that now in this modern technology systems and for them in place, government for them know priorities of workers then putting them in the scale of preference. Because when you look at the system, any government will run smoothly, you get for prioritize people are waiting and things they joke with. You look at the teachers, you look at the healthcare workers, you look at the military, you look at the police. These are people are waiting when I work now workers they need to joke with. So we government, any government for the make sure say when they do budget allocation, then people are not for the in any kind of deficit. No, not for the joke with them payment. Then forget the system by now, wherein there to be an automatic payment into a banking system where all the people there their names, bank accounts by force. They all open a bank account that's to the central government. Wherein every the 31st of every month or 30th of every ending of the month, automatic payment. No need for ask, no need for cry for the money. It's all like overseas. If you work every fortnight, the time when money they come 2 o'clock, automatic the bank don't disburse them. Automatic you don't can impose, you don't receive money payment. I'm not sure why this thing for is very, very difficult. And really after the Minister of Finance, when I look at the past elections, when it did make them debate or the talk 98.1, they accused the past government of bloated economy, of bloated things for PV. He don't come on the position where here the Minister of Finance, why still we get bloated things away, not able to prioritize or for paid healthcare workers? Now everything is bloated, this government they spend too much, everything is bloated, also the crashing money they need workers. Yeah, it'll come again. The same thing we blame the past government of bloated economy. Now the same thing instead they do. And in fact that portfolio they will unfortunately. So it's very sad. If you go buy 29 motor cars for few people, if let's imagine let's healthcare worker had infected and lead and tools them down. That's why the COVID-19 people are affected with the disease. You know how many people they die in second and in hospital? Every intervention of every healthcare worker and an healthcare assistant is very critical for save life. Now, in make ambulance now this post-war, yeah, the ambulance now almost like an hospital. Believe me, some of the ambulance other people they get, they do operation inside it. If they're ready for do operation in an emergency setting, some of the ambulance they need them well equipped out of hospital and not alone. Then that can tell you for free. Some of the ambulance that the comfort where they get inside, where they put you inside white man ambulance, they driving for getting going hospital. Inside hospital, inside that ambulance and hospital. Yeah, we get empty vehicle and they call them ambulances in Sierra Leone. And we not get people away trained as paramedic for do interventions. We not get oxygen inside the ambulances in case somebody needs oxygen. We not get life emergency safety kit them inside the ambulances in case somebody needs an emergency intervention inside the ambulances. We not even get proper stretchers inside the ambulances. What we call ambulance in Sierra Leone. Imagine salon ambulance not get stretcher. Inside the lady, the BR floor they lady. Not even mattress no ready. So those are not that no left for call them ambulance. Now just me I'm to carry. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, caller. Thank you. Yes, caller, you're live on here. Your name and where you call from?
I am Koma. I call from the United States.
You get a platform, Koma.
Yeah. The purchase of the SUVs, the time we ban is actually wrong. But how many see the government is like this, they don't already develop this plan, maybe money not in there. So with the COVID budget we can then just decide for utilize that funding. But waiting me really want to know if this allowance he only be there for the Pinkuras, because I know we get boku volunteers in the hospital. Because I know somebody in a volunteer, they don't volunteer over I think 5 years. if they express that in dissatisfaction, say, then we not the volunteers, and it's like a more the nurses and they use, then getting critical patients. You get any idea if somebody can entitled to that allowance without, being PIN-coded?
Yes, but as long as you have to be working right now with, if not the contact tracing, say the one they don't need PIN code. So it depends on who side you work with PIN code not needed.
Okay. So just like how every other person will say, it's like the time actually wrong. But this delays in this payment, waiting again at the speculator AAA, because like, most of them will pay masters and waiting that can land. So waiting me they think, because mostly, they can let for withhold people in payment. When you don't get big names, like when they talk about 12 weeks, so Monday say and say maybe this nurse in payment be reached like 2 million. Now that they can't get 12 billion, maybe then they ask for permission or discount. So he can't get this. I don't know. But maybe Narami Joseph say maybe make, then they accumulate them money then. Or now that me they think actually. Somebody else they try to talk say back, like how they get for mismanage the coronavirus and the Ebola money. I don't make this time around, then they really take them time, for put a lot of documentation in place, for this money not go astray. Or maybe after the entire episode, so that in case ACC come in, then we will account for the money very well. But to be honest with you, money na money. Moreover, we all know say, salary is not enough. As soon as somebody, or if even salary enough, it's like, or make I just put on this way, salary is not ever enough. As long as, you get on daily basis, before you even done for work, it's like, already budget for that particular money. Being that they don't promise them people, I've been the most. Me not be the number one man we talk yesterday, say, that money they pay them politicians, it ain't in place. But actually, thinking about the problem we get at time, I think that before don't be priority. I just want to be here for saying too much. Thank you so much.
All right, thank you very much, Koroma. Thank you, sir. Yeah. We all not go able for agree on the same thing. If we do, then there's a problem somewhere. But if we just want for let's go, make we just say make we agree for disagree or disagree for agree. But however, I can always like for make we respect one another their view. Even if you feel, say, the person in view different from you, you're able, with respect, explain to the person so that the person can able understand. I think, say, we owe it to we safe. The way you explain to person ain't gonna make the person understand, or the person fail to understand. Waiting at the same not just me own views, not to the views of Sarah Network, at AAA in view. Whatever they do in this program, whatever person call and say, not the view of the person. It's not an endorsement from Sarah Network. Now this is how make we understand. Make we just respect everybody in views now. I think say that one day go be, even if you don't agree with the person, and the person in view, you have a role now for making you understand without attacking the person himself. Because as he said today, when our politics, the Facebook comments was over and beyond. Yesterday, when they talk about education, only few callers, only few people can call. But when they say politics, everybody want for making voice be heard. Everybody, which is not bad, as long as not for the love of Mama Salon. Because some way they get angry. They ask, say, why? Why? Is it for the love of the country or for the love of oneself? Which you go gain? Please, let we get love and respect for we all. Now to the matter. Wrong priorities. That's what me feel. Wrong priorities. Wrong one, this particular one. April, una sign with people them. April, una sign with people them. Say waiting. Say, in the next 3 months, we go sort these things out. Now this, and this now we go do. The time do reach. Even if una no say una they fall behind, what una go do? Una no go call the people them and talk to them? Say, we don't try you. This is how far we don't go. You know left better again. Now this na ain't left. Eh? They say good word, and they pull cola. That part of we, why we don't lose her? Why? The people in camp, 8 weeks. They say, oh, it don't take 8 weeks. They not give it. When la so and so, the one then they go pull documents where they should say they don't pay. The one that they come back say, they not pay we. The one that they can say, oh, the ministry back can say, oh no, na ongoing process. Even if na ongoing process, you know things say, una for the inform the people, if respect they. This is the same thing we're trying to say here. Communication, na ain't lacking na ya. Na ain't lacking. And you know go say you get for pay me, eh? Then I see you go buy expensive thing, don't you know want make a talk about her. No, I go refer to say, before you can pay me, look what you don't go do. Eh? Before you can pay me, look what you don't go do. But again, if the government, if the Ministry of Finance, see, the thing the way they don't go sign, the time don't they come, you know, they go through. Why they don't go call the Sierra Leone Medical and Dental Association? Say, when I come na table, can talk. Na so and so will be commissioner. But look how they now. You know, left better again. We not able meet up, but when I give you 7 days, or when I give you 2 weeks. Eh? They no do. The way the people in vex, they say, oh, the people in for wait. Wait for us time again, where you don't know when. See, waiting, then put in place, where they say for the life insurance. The 2 doctors, them, we don't die already. They're not going for benefits and that life insurance. Now, so the president tell we by the press release. The one they not get for benefits. However, they get for compensate them family then. The one way na the 1 million per week, they no pay. Now the one way they promise 50%, almost percent, 100% of this and that, now they go pay. Eh? No. But I believe, say, the finance, the government of Sierra Leone get a role for play. Then get a role for play. And that role, now for play better one. So that people are not going to point finger at them. But right now, the way it is not looking good for the present administration. It is not. It is not. And enough fine. All in the name of, Naimika say, I can't wait for make COVID-19 done. Make Auditor General report come out. Let we learn say, by all this steward they do, now because they get everything correct. Or with all this steward they do, now so you keep back being they play. then we're going to say for real, na pure wickedness. In the name of, we want to do things correctly. You see the people in verification. The last time, even before we get the doctor, Dr. Balde Naya, we even just tease and small waiting be happen. We say they lost the paper. We say they found the paper. Now then the medical and dental, then can tell we say, then don't go ahead and do their own work for them. They don't go get all the paper across country. They don't can get them. Still let una sit down para una not still explain to the people. Who that not go vex for that? Who that not go vex? You know, most man don't plan for that money there. You go say, oh, no money. That's why they're working. We all there, we they work, then they pay we. If they not pay you, you know what's next for do. People in the under, then they work. The peck they say that they put on top for them. When they not give, they say let them beer. Why? Why? When most of them want in the, let us say lights not they then go for light generator on the house. So all half day, then they go for put day. Sometimes if I maybe most of where they go, we just go salon for waiting a few weeks. But go take salon months and live with the people there. Then you go understand how even 1 million or 500,000 is very, very important to these people. It's very important. Coronavirus don't come as alone. Coronavirus come with money as alone. Coronavirus make government buy 30 brand new SUV with COVID-19 plates. Coronavirus for make the allowance where government promise the doctors and therefore receive them. Coronavirus, we cancer alone, it meets people them. They want the whole positive, the kind of treatment where they come. Because coronavirus come with money, then people and they suppose for be taken care of with that money they. Money no dey? Money dey. What's make money come? Because of coronavirus. Because of coronavirus, don't they make money there? So this money we don't come, where even the resident minister, they all get brand new motoka. Why make the same coronavirus we catch the people or we catch the one the way they mend the one the way they mend the people? Why they save not for benefits per and the money? Tito Makitumande, they all get cushion for cushion there, for cushion there. So why the one way they help now in hospital, the one the way they when are the frontline workers there, why they not for benefits for the money? If to Makituma then get for cushion. We take out the money not to coronavirus. So let the money spread around. Because it's for COVID-19. And it's something that has been signed for. So make it just too natural. Do ya? Because if COVID-19 don't be cancelled alone, the money no will come. So since it don't come, make everybody get in fair share. It's going to be accounted for. Not of us say, now you to go to Mabla and street to the shape. No. Now something we don't sign for, so you go do. Because of waiting, because of COVID-19. Because then, waiting make then doctor say so. Now because of the experience we then get with Ebola. Today we get Ebola, people where they languish, where they suffer, nothing no come up behind. If we not learn from we past, who still we go learn? Who still we go learn if we not learn from we past? Me no say, sometimes I don't know if this particular administration had the publicity they like. Then we cancel time. We go see Gisna from finance, then we pull press release. Now, I say, I not talk here. The other day, I say a surprise. Allah know this, then pay them for my people, them. When they don't even count the go. But me go wait and see. We hope say, then we sort these people out, and I just hope and pray say, we no go kaya back again. For can't say 16 weeks, no allowance. Because we don't come 8, now we don't come 12, they alone no come 16 again. No, no come 16 again, we big. Do ya? We know they are listening. They do. Eh? Now the one grain salon will get home. Let we treat with brothers then right. Let we treat with sisters then right. Make we treat with fellow Sierra Leonean right. I don't think say that too much for ask of. We go there back tomorrow. We hope for a better Sierra Leone. We hope say because now 24 hours then begin. We hope say by tomorrow morning, finance go down pull paper, people like accounting go down begin receive something, and then we move on like say not be happen self again yesterday till we meet again. Triple say tata.